What's going on, my guys, kings and queens, man? It's B Collins, man. I had to come back at y'all real quick, man, posing another question on today's episode of Words of Wisdom. Why? Man, why do we as people love the things that hurt us so easy? Why is it so easy for us to love the things that are bad for us, the things that hurt us the most? And the inspiration behind this question comes from, just social media. I see women complain about these guys, right? These guys that ain't no good for them, these baby daddies that ain't no good for them. They do them wrong. They don't treat them like queens. They treat them like peasants. And somehow this woman still continues to stick around, whether they have baggage together or not, whether they have kids together or not, whether they have, whether it's just a boyfriend or a baby father, whatever. Like, these women stick around these bad guys that they know aren't good for them, hoping he changes. And it's not necessarily just about people either. It can be about food. Why is it so easy for us to love food that ain't good for us? Why is it so easy for us to love people that ain't good for us? Why is it so easy for us to love habits that ain't good for us, such as smoking or drinking a lot? Why is it so easy for us to love what's bad for us? So in the process of, coming up with this question, I actually, I think I came up with a logical answer. I believe that it's so easy for people to love the things that hurt them the most, simply because it's easy for people to love the things that hurt them the most. That's why people love fast food. It's convenient, it's easy, it's appealing, the price is cheap. That's why people don't love eating vegetables and fruits and organic products. The price isn't convenient and it's not easy for us. You know what I'm saying? That's why people don't go to the gym. That's why people sit on the computers all day and play video games or whatever game system they got. Because that's easy, that's convenient, that's right there. People don't get up and go work out and exercise because that's painful. You know what I'm saying? That's not convenient. And think about it. Why do you think people stick around individuals that they know aren't any good for them? Why do you think this woman sticks around this dude that she know ain't no good for them? Because it's easy. Not easy in the sense that, he easy to deal with, because nobody is easy to deal with when they treating you bad. Nobody's easy to deal with from that aspect. When I say it's easy, I mean it's easy for her to stick around because that's convenient and that's what she's used to. It's hard to leave somebody that you love. You hear me? It's hard to leave somebody that you love. It's easy to stick around and give things time and hope things will work out for the better. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to move on. Trust me, I done been there. Everybody done been there. If you ain't been there, you gonna be there at some point. It's hard to move on from people that you know ain't doing you right, that you know ain't no good for you. You know that they are poison for you. And that's why people stick around. And that's why people love things that ain't no good for them, because it's easy. It's easier. The good things, the things that are good for you, the things that'll make you prosper, those are hard to come by. And that requires time and effort. And time and effort are two things that a lot of people aren't willing to exert. You understand what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with people who smoke cigarettes. People who smoke cigarettes ain't smoking cigarettes because they know it's gonna give them lung cancer eventually. They smoke cigarettes because of how it makes their body feel. Even though it's bad for them, they don't care. It's a young individual that I work with. He chews tobacco and smoke, and I try to tell him, like, bro, what are you doing? Like, bro, I'm trying to tell you before your teeth end up falling out. You hear me? But he still go about and do what he do. He a grown man. You can't make nobody take care of themselves. If I'm telling you what you need to do, if I'm trying to help you and tell you what you need to do that's gonna better yourself, and you still won't listen to me, you gotta go ahead and die, man. Go die. Now, mind you, I don't mean die in the literal aspect of things. I mean die as in go face the consequences of your actions, whatever those consequences may be. Because obviously, at a certain point, you reach the point where you don't even care about your body, right? So if you don't care, then why should I? It makes no sense for me to try to, express my concern towards you when you don't even have any concern towards yourself, right? So it is what it is, man. People just love the things that poison us, man, because it's so easy to. It's easy to love somebody that's treating you bad when you're in love with that person, right? It's easy to love them and stay around. It's easy to go get fast food instead of cooking up some fish or something healthy in the kitchen. It's easy to sit at home and sleep or watch TV and play video games all day instead of going to the gym and getting some exercise in. Man, it's easy to do all those things, and that's why people do it. But at the end of the day, man, you can't make anybody do anything that you would like for them to do, just because you see it right and they don't. With time comes growth and maturity. And some people end up getting it and some don't, man. That's just the way life is. So just make sure you straight, make sure your health on point, make sure your mind is in the right place, and in time, man, we gonna prosper. God's kings and queens, man, I'd like to thank y'all for watching today's episode of Wordz of Wizdom. You hear me? I appreciate that. You hear me? If you like this video, you hear me? Like that joint, you hear me? Share it, you hear me? Subscribe to my channel, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? And y'all continue, man. Continue to prosper and be blessed. Pray up, man. Stay on your toes. Remember to love somebody and hug somebody, you hear me? Because you here today, you gone today, you hear me? And we ain't got time to be going, you hear me? Y'all be easy, man.